So in case a lot of you people are wondering, like, why gang stalking? Why would they gang stalk you? What can they possibly get out of it? What are you doing? Are you breaking the law? What are you doing? Here's what I tell you. The gang stalking thing has nothing to do with me or you. They're gang stalking a few selected people because they're beta testing this to keep track, keep files, keep notes, because the gang stalking thing is the new police, and they're going to roll this out on everybody in the near future. Everything they do is, it's like an octopus. You have the head, and then you have all the tentacles. So, like GMO is a tentacle, Agenda 21, a tentacle, Operation Northwood, a tentacle, gang stalking, a tentacle. They're all tentacles to get to the final result, which is a one world order where the elite are going to wipe out, in their mind, 6.5 billion people off the earth, keep only 500 million, mostly little tiny children, and the gang stalking is just to beta test to see how this works. They have to beta test in America because Americans are different than other types of people. You got to see our reactions, how we deal with things, everything. So that's what the gang stalking is about. Now, I really believe, after really thinking about it today, it's not just being ran by the generals that are traitorous to America, that if they were caught, they would actually be put on trial, and if they were found guilty, the law requires that kind of treason. I believe it's hung by the neck until you're dead. That's what the law says. I'm pretty sure. But I really realized after thinking about this today that it has to be okay by the president. There's just no way. I really don't believe this would ever get past the president. Because, as we know, the president isn't working for us like he used to, or at least like he appeared to used to about 120 years ago. The president, over the especially the last 40, 50 years, has been more of a dictator. I mean, think about it. Think about especially if you think about Bush in 2001, you think about Obama. If you think about that, then you'll see what I mean. So they definitely, look at Obama's character. You know he had an okay on this thing. You know Obama, he's a control freak. He wouldn't let that gang stalking happen unless he was definitely the one okaying it. Probably even helped some of the ops that they run, help design them. Point is it's illegal. It's hardcore felony, especially in America, where see, the people under the law is supposed to have the equal power of the government. And I mean, we are the government, but the other part of the government, which is the Congress and the president, we're supposed to have equal power when it comes to, if I jaywalk, I get a ticket. If the president jaywalks, he gets a ticket. That's the equal power. We're supposed to be subject to the law equally. So that's what gang stalking is about. They're keeping, and some people, they do it more. They're more fierce with them because they have no help, and the people that are doing it get off on hurting people, so they kind of get carried away with the weapons. There's no one monitoring it, The general will say, yeah, zap them as hard as you want to zap them, go ahead. That's what's going on in America. That's why, in case you want to know why they're gang stalking, because it's coming your way too. If you're an American and you're watching this, or if you live in America and you're watching this, you will be subject to the same law real soon. All of you will. They're going to grow it and grow it and grow it until it's impossible to stop. Alex Jones, his task is to keep your mind on the top part of the problems, like GMO, war in the world, things like that. That's higher up. That we really, here we're just trying to get money for deodorant and soap, so we're thinking of the smaller things. Keep our minds on the bigger things. Why they're moving in and beta testing and growing and growing and growing. Of course, Alex Jones isn't going to point it out, because if he points it out, it would stop. And his mission isn't to stop it, it's to help it come into full force. Keeping your eye on Alex Jones, they're able to grow this secret police force, which is like, what was it called in Russia? KGB. And the one in Germany with Hitler was in charge, what was that one called? The SS, or the... Remember on Hogan's Heroes, they always had that secret group that would spy on you? So that's what it's really about. That's what it's really, really about. Just so you know, that's what gang stalking is about. It's a future plan they got to roll this on everybody. Now they have people are, and then they set off a few nukes, and they will, but they're still acting. Putin and our president and North Korea, they're all friends. They're all hybrids. They'll act. Then they'll actually send off nuclear missiles, nuke a few cities in America. Then they'll send the army in, set up checkpoints. That's it. Once we get to that level, and I believe America ain't stupid enough to fall for that. Personally, I really believe that. I'm not just trying to say, I really believe that. But if I'm wrong, if they gamble that and they're right, then it's good night. That's it. But if I'm right, then that would be start off the war. That will be us Americans. I'm talking about not me. I'm not no terrorist. It'll be all of us Americans trying to fight just for simple freedom against a regime that wants to put us in work camps and death camps. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to get everything ready for death camps and work camps. Back to the world always repeats itself. It goes in cycles. That's the cycle we're in right now. We're going back toward the work camp war thing. So everyone that can get a gun, if you're able to get a gun, every American should have a gun. Every American should have a gun in case foreign troops ever enter our land, or if our government ever decides to kill us off. I mean, they do have plans on white papers. They have white papers talking about it. So, I'm not some fear monger. I'm not being paranoid. They write memoirs bragging about this stuff. All the elites, and you have laws like the Patriot Act, which is completely against the Constitution. I mean, the creator of that law himself should get prison time just for creating that law, and the people that actually let that law go into effect should get prison time. Just having that law in the books shows you their true motives. They can come to your house, kidnap you, torture you, and execute you, and never tell anyone they were at your house. That's a law on the American books. It's been there since 911, basically. That shows you what their frame of mind is. What kind of a creep would think like that? What kind of a nut? That couldn't even cross my mind. I can go to your house, kidnap you, torture you, and kill you. I mean, that's just like, you got to be hardcore evil to think like that. That's the law on the books. And that's why there's a Patriot Act, the secret police, gang stalking, fluoride, GMO. There's all this stuff, so we get so preoccupied. While the real threat, the immediate threat, is the doctors and the dentists putting implants in us to trace us and to use hormonic weapons on us, and the gang stalking. Those are the immediate threats. Because if they get that established hardcore, no one's going to protest anything. And they know that. Unless more people wake up, they won't be able to manage all of us. The more people you tell with flyers and door to door, the more people that know, the safer we get. Because it gets too big for them to control. Then they go for the big stuff. Nuking a few cities, bringing in the army. Hey, some of the army is evil, but most of the army are just regular folks. So they're going to have a hard time passing that one off too. You can say you're going to ride a tiger until you get on top of that tiger and try to ride it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So wake up. Wake up, people. Get that message out there. Let everyone know what is going on. We are in super, super fucking danger. Forgive my French. I'm sorry, but we are.